Hey, how's it going, Mine's Bacon? Today we are doing this, okay? Let's just get this going right away. I'm pretty sure I did predictions for week 8 and week 9, and that was it. I just stopped. We're bringing it back, okay? I'm bringing it back. We are going to be doing my 2018 NFL playoff predictions, and I'm going to be predicting all the way up to the Super Bowl. So let's get this going, and we are going to start off with the AFC, because I think you guys are going to like what I have in store for you guys in the NFC, but AFC is kind of straightforward. You'll see how it goes down. So, very first game, we have, we're going to start at the bottom left, okay? Start in the bottom left, we'll go there. Jaguars versus Bills. Personally, I was surprised when the Bills got in. I was not expecting that. What I thought is that in week 17, if the Titans won, then they made it into the playoffs, but that's not how it went. Bills come out with a win. They're 9-7. They make it in the playoffs. They're going up against the 11-4. What am I talking about? The I believe 11-5 Jaguars, who was the team that actually just lost to the Titans. So I thought that was pretty interesting. They were literally just the team that lost to the Titans, and in this game, personally, I do not think that the Bills have what it needs to come out here and just take the Jaguars in this game. The Jaguars have been on fire this season. I don't think anybody was really expecting them to come in and even make it in the playoffs, but they are here, and they are here in a good way. So let's just do it. Jaguars, they're taking that game, and they are right there at the top. The reason they're at the top and not at the bottom facing the Patriots, if you look at the bottom, it says the highest remaining seed plays the lowest remaining seed in the divisional round. So what that means is that since the Jaguars are the third seeded team, they are the highest seed in the AFC in the wild card, not divisional. They are the highest seeded team that did not get a first round bye, which means that if they were to win, they would instantly go up to play against the Steelers. In other cases, if the Jaguars won, then basically the Steelers played the Jaguars, or the winner. The Steelers were not going to play the Bills in the divisional round, and the Patriots not going to play the Jaguars in the divisional round. It's a weird process. Whatever, just aside everything I just said. And let's just get right into this next one. So, Ravens versus Chiefs. Okay, Ravens make it in. I believe they are 9-7. They did not play so good this season. They weren't the best, but they did make it in. They did what they needed to do to make it in the playoffs. I definitely think they should have made it in the playoffs. That's what I'm trying to say. They made it in the playoffs. I think they should have. They just didn't play outstanding, I guess. They're going up against the Chiefs, who I personally thought were easily going to get a first round bye in the first 5 or 6 weeks. They start off the season 5-0. Okay, they have a tough ride. They take out the Patriots. They take out the Eagles, and they're 5-0 to start off the season. And they lose to the Steelers, and everything just falls apart. Ever since they were 5-0, they went 1-6. They do turn it around, get 4 wins in a row. I believe they got 4 wins in a row. Don't quote me on that. I know they won week 16, week 17, and they won weeks 15, 16, and 17. I'm not completely sure if they won week 14. I'm pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure they finished 10-6. Actually, no. I know for a fact they finished 10-6. They're 10-6, going up against the 9-7 Ravens. To me, this game is going to come down to what kind of Kansas City Chiefs do we see. Do we see the ones that we saw in the first 5 weeks? Do we see the ones that we saw after they lost to the Steelers? What Chiefs are we going to see? That's the big question. They have been playing a bit better, and that leads me to believe that we will see the Chiefs that are right now on a 4-game winning streak. And I personally have the Chiefs taking this game over the Ravens and moving in to the divisional round. We will move on, though, to the NFC. I do want to do that. So we'll go down to the bottom right with the Rams and the Falcons. So Falcons, personally, I think they should have made it in the playoffs. I definitely think they should have. Obviously, it was a battle between them and the Seahawks. Seahawks lose, Falcons win. Falcons make it in. They are going up against the Rams, who have honestly just been a whole, like a completely different team. Them and the Jaguars are two big standouts in this playoffs to me. I don't understand how these two teams managed to do this stuff, but they did. Rams, come in as a third seeded team. It is home field advantage for the Rams, and the Falcons are playing better. The Falcons started off the season not too good. They started off 3-3, which isn't that bad. But I mean, they end the season 10-6, which is also not bad at all. Not bad at all. I'm not saying anything bad about the Falcons. I had Ravens in my head, and I also had Steelers in my head. I don't know why, but personally, I do not believe that the Falcons are gonna be able to take out the Rams. I mean, the Rams are just I feel like the Rams are a whole completely different team. I mean, just think about how good Todd Gurley has been doing this season. He has been a beast this season. If he does not, I'm saying this right now, if Todd Gurley does not get a Team of the Year card in Madden 18, I am done. If he needs to get a Team of the Year card. He has been phenomenal this year. If he doesn't do that, if he doesn't get that card, I will be completely shocked. And so that being said, I have the Rams taking out the Falcons. Okay. We have the Panthers at the Saints. Now, you guys know I am a Carolina Panthers fan. Or should know that. If you guys have seen some other videos, you should know that I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. If you don't know, well, there you go. I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. There's a couple of problems here. Cam Newton just came off his worst career game ever against the Falcons. Like, he played horrible. He did not play good at all. And now you're going up against the Saints, who you are 0-2 against. If they want to win this game, they just gotta practice. They have to get as good as they can get. They only have a week to do it. And they just got off a loss. Their mentality is going to be down. The Saints, you just got to keep doing what they've been doing against the Panthers. And if there are any other Panthers fans out there for me, guys, I'm sorry. I have to be the worst fan ever. But I'm going by this the way I think this is going to go. I want to try to get these right. If it doesn't happen, whatever. I have the Saints beating the Panthers. Pains me to say it. I want the Panthers to do well, but just from how they've been playing, it kind of shocks me that they're 11-5. It really does. Like, you think there are 4 games in their season that they played where they had pretty big leads and they close out the game. They just barely close out the game. It started against the Patriots. If you guys remember, week 3, I believe. Week 3 or week 4. I think it was actually week 4. It was Panthers at Patriots. The Panthers have like a 30-14, 30-16, one of those. They have a 2-possession lead. The Patriots come right back on in. They get all that. They get 2 touchdowns. 30-30. Panthers kick a field goal to win it. A 14-point lead went down into a 3-point lead. A lot of people really haven't been seeing this. I feel like I'm the only person who's actually ever seen this with the Panthers. They have a 14-point lead against the Patriots. Only win by 3. Happens again once again against the Lions. They have I believe a 17-point lead there. Only win by 3. Happened again against the what team was it? Did it happen? Who did it happen against? It happened against the Vikings. I know that. They had an 11-point lead and they won by 7. That doesn't seem that much, but they had an 11-point lead. The Vikings tied it up, I believe. Yeah, the Vikings tied it up. They had an 11-point lead. The Vikings make it a tie game in the 2-minute warning. Cam Newton has like a 60-yard run, puts him in the field goal range, and they don't even kick the field goal. They actually do manage to get a touchdown and win that game. But I can't remember the other game that they had. I don't know who it was against. I seriously do not know. I can't remember, but there was another game. I believe they had like a 14-point lead, and it was against the Packers. They had a 14-point lead. The Packers score a touchdown. Panthers kick the ball back. Packers at 2-minute warning have the ball at in field goal range. Fortunately for the Panthers, Aaron Rodgers throws a pick, and the Panthers win the game. So 14-point lead down to a 7. Aaron Rodgers could have easily won that game for the Packers. That game, in my opinion, should have gone to overtime. I'm happy it didn't, but I feel like it should have. I just don't think the Panthers played well this year. The fact, like, that's why I'm saying that the Panthers. I'm going on this rant on the Panthers as to why I picked our division rivals over. I picked the Saints over the Panthers. I picked my division rivals over my favorite team. And I'm just explaining why. I just don't really think they... To be honest, if none of those 4 games happened, if they blew all those leads, they finish 7-9. Which I feel like is what they should have finished or something. I don't know. They didn't really play. It happened against the Buccaneers as well. No, actually, no. They got to come back against the Buccaneers. Never mind. But... sorry about that rant. We'll move on. Let's try to do this quickly now since that was a pretty big rant. But back to the AFC. So Jaguars, Steelers. Jaguars, you're a good team. Steelers are a good team too, though. I mean, Antonio Brown should be back. I saw a notification on my phone for NFL Mobile. It said that Antonio Brown's regular season was over, not playoffs. So I'm pretty sure Antonio Brown will be back. And... I mean, you got the big 3 out there against the Jaguars. The Jaguars got to do everything they can. I mean, it will be in Pittsburgh. It's going to be hard for them. And that's why I'm taking the Steelers over the Jaguars. And Chiefs at Patriots. We look at this. So, I just got... Tom Brady's going to run all over the Chiefs. I don't believe the Chiefs... The Patriots are going to be looking for revenge. Week 1 revenge. For making them start the season 0-1. They are going to be looking for revenge against the Chiefs. And they have home field advantage again. It's in New England once again. If the Chiefs can take this game, I will be highly in shock. Because in the first 5 or so weeks of the NFL, the Patriots not play that good. Well, compared to how they usually play, they didn't play really that well. They lost to the Panthers, they lost to the Chiefs, and they started off 2-2. And there you're thinking, okay, yeah, they're not winning the Super Bowl. They come out and they finish 13-3. I mean, it's insane what the Patriots can do. But do I think that the Chiefs are going to be able to do it again? The answer to that question will be no. I do not believe it's going to happen again. I have Patriots over the Chiefs. That's just what I'm saying. So back to the NFC. We have the Eagles and the Saints. Okay. Hear me out here, okay? The Saints are a really good football team. The Eagles are a really good football team. I honestly would probably have the Eagles winning the Super Bowl if it wasn't for the Carson Wentz injury. Absolutely horrible. They have Nick Foles in at quarterback, who did not play well against the Cowboys. It just didn't really go well for them. And with Carson Wentz, I feel like they would have ran right on over this team. But with Nick Foles, he's not bad. I'm not saying Nick Foles is bad. But with Nick Foles, I don't really know how he plays. I really haven't seen much. They are, I believe, 1-3 with Nick Foles in the field. 1-2, sorry. They played the last 3 games. They barely beat the Giants, and then they lost their last 2 games. No, that's incorrect. That's incorrect. No, yeah, Nick Foles played 2 games. He beat the Giants barely, and then they lost to the Cowboys. And they didn't even score any points. The Saints, the Eagles defense has to step up. If the Eagles are going to get anywhere near, the Eagles defense is what you really need to see. Do I think they're going to be able to take out the Saints like this? The answer to that, obviously, is no. I think the Saints are going to come in here and steal this game away from the Eagles. And so much for the Eagles having home field advantage throughout all the playoffs. I mean, if Carson Wentz does not get injured, I feel like 90% of people would probably have the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. 90% of like statistical people would probably have the Eagles winning the Super Bowl because they have been playing absolutely insane. I don't know. I really don't know, but I have the Saints winning this game. And then, who are they going to be facing against? Will they be facing against the Vikings or the Rams? Okay. Rams obviously lost to the Vikings earlier in the season. I believe they lost 24-7. It wasn't very close. The Vikings, honestly, lately haven't been playing too good. Like, if I'm being completely honest, they really have not been playing too good. And the Rams, they have Jared Goff. They have Todd Gurley, who I just said was playing absolutely insane. The Vikings gotta step up. They gotta play like they were when they were like that like 10-2 team who was just destroying everybody. They gotta step up big time. If they don't, it's not gonna be pretty for them. And do I think they're gonna step it up? I don't. I still believe that the Rams are gonna come in and take this football game. Once again, another game. They have the first game home. The second game is away, and they take that one. And then they come into this game back in LA against the Saints. They're in LA against the Saints. This was easily my hardest pick of this whole thing. I have Saints at Rams. Saints from New Orleans moving into LA. I'm just thinking about it. The Rams have home field advantage all the way in LA. Where's New Orleans? Louisiana. They are Louisiana, right? Yeah, Louisiana. No, wait, yeah. Yes, Louisiana. Yes. Which, I mean, it's not going to be easy for them. Rams with massive home field advantage. They know how to play on their turf. Luckily for them, it's not in like Buffalo or whatever, where it's always snowing. So they're not gonna have to deal with that. But the Rams, I mean, I just feel like the Rams are gonna do something crazy. I have the Rams in the Super Bowl. Against which team? Will it be the Steelers? Will it be the Patriots? This, in my opinion, is going to be such an unexpected rivalry of the season. If you're talking about rivalries of the season, not ever. Rivalries of this season in particular. This is a rivalry that, like, the Steelers and the Patriots have been fighting for that first place seed. They are fighting and fighting and fighting. And the team that won it was the team they faced off in the season. Basically, whoever won that game won first seed. It was the Patriots. The reason I say this is a big rivalry, though, is because you guys all know it. You guys all know it. The end game call. There's like 10 seconds remaining on the clock. I can't remember the receiver's name. Ben Roethlisberger throws a dot to a receiver for 10 yards. He has the ball in his hands. He lunges into the end zone, and he bobbles it in the end zone. The original call is a touchdown. It's Jesse James. That's it. The Jesse James controversial call. You guys all know it. You guys all know this. He has the ball in his hands, reaches into the end zone, it bobbles. Original touchdown. Original play is a touch. Original call is a touchdown. It is ruled an incomplete pass. and the Patriots take it 27-24. I'm giving my personal opinions for that call. My opinion is that the referees need to get their eyes checked. I agree with like 90% of people. That was a catch. That was a touchdown. I don't understand. He has the ball in his hands. He lunges it into the end zone. That's an easy catch. He has the ball in his hands. He puts it into the end zone. That's a touchdown. I don't know what the refs are thinking. That is a touchdown. That is not in any way an incomplete pass. Steelers should have that win, and they should have had the first seed. And because of that, the Steelers are going to be looking for revenge. They are going to be looking for all-time revenge against the Patriots. The question is, will they get it? It will be in New England this time. It will not be in Pittsburgh. They are basically in the exact same place. When I say that, obviously, like the states are very close by, Pennsylvania and Massachusetts. So there are for sure going to be some Steelers fans there cheering them on. Do I think this is going to happen? My only concern for the Steelers is that Tom Brady is a completely different person when he gets in the playoffs. You let him get rolling, you let him get in the playoffs, you let him get that first round bye, and you let him win that divisional round, he can get rolling. He can just go out and dominate whenever he wants. However, Antonio Brown's back. That's another thing we gotta keep in mind. They did not have him for that game. Controversial call came in. My opinion should have been touchdown. My opinion should have been the Steelers win. Steelers looking for revenge. Steelers get their revenge. And my Super Bowl right here. Steelers, Rams. I have no idea where this is being played. But in my opinion, the Steelers' offense is better than the Rams' offense. But the Steelers' defense is better than... Sorry, the Rams' defense is better than the Steelers' defense. You could argue defense is more important. But we gotta talk about this. We have got to talk about this. Okay? We gotta talk about this. The Rams are gonna have Todd Gurley going off. He is going to try to make as many plays as he can possibly can. He is going to be looking for his first Super Bowl ring. And I believe he will also be looking... I don't quite know if the Rams have a Super Bowl win. If they don't, he's going to be looking for that as well. Steelers, though, they're not going to give up without a fight. They went for the Jaguars. They got their revenge against the Patriots. They are hyped. They are going to continue with that. I have, in a very, very, very high-scoring game, like maybe like 40s, maybe in the 40s, maybe even in the 50s, high-scoring game coming in. Who takes it? The Pittsburgh Steelers. I have the Steelers coming in, getting yet another Super Bowl in their hands. They're coming out. They're doing this. Sorry, Rams fans, or Patriots fans, or anybody else. Steelers fans, hope you love me, because I got your team winning the Super Bowl. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to slap the like button and subscribe for more. And hope to see all you dudes in the next video. Peace.